of the NFL playoffs. We have the wild card. We got Tennessee versus New England. Now, before I get into it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because when you subscribe to the channel, you get me one subscriber close of my goal of 5,000 subscribers. So please subscribe to the channel, like the video, upload NFL videos, and college football videos daily. So in this game, we got the New England Patriots versus the Tennessee Titans. The New England Patriots right now coming off of a loss versus the Miami Dolphins. And I told a couple of my friends who are New England Patriots fans that don't be surprised you lose to the Miami Dolphins. Because the New England Patriots always have a tendency to lose to teams that have a former coach on their staff that used to work for the Patriots. Brian Flores used to work for the Patriots. Romeo Cornell used to work for the Patriots. So anytime the New England Patriots face a former assistant, they always sometimes end up losing those matchups, because those former assistants or former coordinators or whoever kind of have an inside track on how to beat the New England Patriots. Now, the New England Patriots are kind of ruling right now. If you watch boxing or you watch UFC, right? Sometimes one fighter doesn't get knocked out after two devastating blows. They get groggy. They kind of get out of sorts. They still had the defense up and things like that, but they take one or two big shots and they're groggy. They're out of sorts. And then a couple of seconds later, an opponent comes in and they finish them off and deliver the knockout blow. So New England's coming into this game whirling. They're out of sorts right now. They can't move the ball on. They're struggling to move the ball on the offense. The wide receivers are struggling to create separation. So, if you're Tennessee, are you that team that can deliver the knockout blow to the New England Patriots? Now, Mike Vrabel has quietly been one of the best coaches this season in the NFL. His decision to go ahead and bench Marcus Mariota for Ryan Tannehill was probably one of the best moves of this season. Now, I'm not saying that was the best move of the season, but it was one of the best moves of the season because it changed this Tennessee Titans team. Now, this Tennessee Titans team, New England Patriots fans aren't really worried about them. They're saying, Tennessee? Seriously? Tennessee? We're not going to lose to Tennessee. Well, if you're a New England Patriots fan, you got to look at what Tennessee is. Tennessee is a team that shows up on big stages. They show up in big games, right? This is a Tennessee team that's beaten some of the best teams in the NFL. They make a living off pulling off upsets. They beat Kansas City. They beat Cleveland in the opening game of the season, which a lot of people thought Cleveland was going to end up winning that game. A lot of people thought Kansas City was going to win that game. And they almost pulled off the upset versus New Orleans. So this is a Tennessee Titans team. They're scrappy. They fight. They get after it for all 4 quarters. And this is a New England Patriots team that is right now reeling. They're looking for answers on offense because they struggle to move the ball. They're struggling to find a lot of ways to have success on offense. Now, their defense has been exceptional. Now the question is, what does Tennessee need to be able to do to win this game on the road in Foxborough? Because it's easy to say that Tennessee is really good at upsetting teams. But it's another thing to say that Tennessee has a good shot of beating New England, although New England has struggled over the last couple of weeks, that Tennessee's going to come in here and they're going to upset New England. Because that's a little bit harder to see, because Tennessee, although they are a really good team and they are able to pull off upsets and they can compete with anybody on any given weekend, you got to go on the road and face the Patriots in Foxborough in the playoffs. Now, Foxborough is not an easy place to win in, especially not in the playoffs. So, if you're the Tennessee Titans, what do you have to do to ensure that you're able to pull off the upset? Well, I think the biggest thing that comes down to it is Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel is going to be in this game, and he's going to have to make some big calls. He's going to have to take some chances. Because if you want to beat New England in the playoffs, you got to take chances. You got to make some gusty calls. Go back to that Super Bowl game, Philadelphia versus New England. The New England Patriots, the Eagles head coach, Doug Peterson, was able to make some big calls. The Philly special. He made some big-time calls that affected the outcome of the game. So if you're Mike Vrabel and you want to beat New England, you got to be able to outcoach Bill Belichick. You got to be able to. Because Tennessee may be a good team, but when it comes to beating the New England Patriots in the playoffs, you got to be more than just a good team. You got to be a well-coached team. You have to be a well-disciplined team. You got to come into this mindset of not making any mistakes, but you also got to take risk. Now, I'm not saying go for it on 4th and 10 or something like that, but you got to take calculated risk. Because that's what it takes to beat the New England Patriots. And although the New England Patriots may seem like they're at the lowest right now, this is the playoffs. This New England Patriots team shows up in the playoffs. So, Mike Vrabel in this game is going to have to be able to make some big calls. Some gutsy decisions. Second thing Tennessee has to be able to do is they got to limit turnovers. Now, if you want to be able to beat the New England Patriots, you got to be able to limit turnovers and force New England to drive down the length of the field and score. Because anytime you have a struggling offense, you don't want to help that offense out by turning the ball over and giving them X possessions and giving them potentially good field position, right? So if you're Tennessee, you got to limit turnovers and force New England to drive down the length of the field to put up points. Now, for New England, what New England has to be able to do? What are the keys to a New England victory and avoiding the upset? Well, the first thing is Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick need to come up with a way to move this ball down the field. Okay, because look, New England has struggled ever since they played Baltimore to sustain drives and move the ball down the field. A big reason because of that is because these wide receivers, other than Julian Edelman, cannot create separation. They struggle creating separation on the routes. And I mean, this wide receiving core just really is not good. And also his offensive line hasn't really played up to the level that we've seen out of New England's offensive line in the past couple of years. This might be the worst New England Patriots offensive line that we've seen in the last couple of seasons. So if you're New England, you got to figure out a way to move the ball down the field. It might be running the football. It might be trying to throw the football on some short passing plays. But New England has to be able to find a way to sustain drives. Now, this defense most definitely has to try to force turnovers. So I said Tennessee has to be able to limit turnovers, but New England has to be able to force turnovers and help this offense out. So whoever wins the turnover battle in this game is most likely going to end up winning this game, right? So how many turnovers would it take for New England to win this game? I'll say about 2. 2 turnovers is probably the minimum that it would take for New England to win this game. So, what team am I taking to win this game? I'm taking New England. Now, I do believe that Tennessee is capable of winning this game. But this game is on the road to New England. And when it comes to beating New England, it doesn't matter about having a good team when you play New England in the playoffs. It matters about being well coached, being well disciplined. And Mike Vrabel is a good coach. But I still don't think he's a good enough coach to have to be able to outcoach Bill Belichick and win this game. Because you can't just beat the New England Patriots just because you have a good team. It doesn't work that way. You have to have a good team and you have to be able to outcoach Bill Belichick. When you look at all the playoff games, all the Super Bowls New England has lost, they lost because They lost to a good team, and they got out-coached. So that's what it's going to take for Tennessee to win this game. And I don't think Mike Vrabel is quite there yet as a coach, that he can be able to come into this game with the Tennessee Titans team on the road and out-coach and beat a New England Patriots team, although that is struggling, that is at home. So I'm going to take the Patriots to win this game. 17-13 is my final score prediction. So let me know who you guys have winning this game down in the comment section down below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more NFL videos and college football videos. And thanks for watching.